In this lesson, you will learn how to calculate the mode of grouped data from a frequency distribution table. The table shows the scores of students in a statistics test. The first column lists class intervals, which represent score ranges. For example, the first class represents students who score between 50 and 59. The second column lists the frequency, which tells us how many students scored in each interval. For instance, in the 50 to 59 interval, the frequency is 6. This means that 6 students scored between 50 and 59. The mode of grouped data is calculated using this formula. Here, L sub m is the lower boundary of the modal class. F sub m is the frequency of the modal class. F sub b is the frequency before the modal class. F sub a is the frequency after the modal class. H is the class width. The first step is to identify the modal class. The modal class is the class with the highest frequency. Looking at the frequency column, the highest value is 12. So the modal class is the 80 to 89 interval. This tells us that the mode lies somewhere between 80 and 89. Keep this in mind. It's a good way to check your answer later. The next step is to find the lower boundary of the modal class. The lower boundary of the modal class is the midpoint between the upper limit of the previous class and the lower limit of the modal class. This means taking the average of 79 and 80. That is 79 plus 80 divided by 2, which gives us 79.5. Therefore, the lower boundary of the modal class is 79.5. By the way, if there is no gap between classes, meaning the upper limit of the previous class equals the lower limit of the modal class, you can simply use the lower limit of the modal class as the boundary. Next, find the frequency of the modal class. The modal class has a frequency of 12, right? Next, find the frequency of the class before the modal class. This is the class right before the modal class, and its corresponding frequency is 7. Next, find the frequency of the class after the modal class. This is the class right after the modal class, and its corresponding frequency is 5. Finally, find the class width. To do this, subtract the lower limit of one class from the lower limit of the next class. For instance, in this class, the lower limit is 60, and in the next class, the lower limit is 70. So the class width is 70 minus 60, which equals 10. Note that since all the classes have equal ranges, no matter which 2 consecutive classes you pick, the class width will always be the same. Now substitute the values you obtained into the formula. Then simplify. Go ahead and use a calculator if you'd like. After simplifying, we get a mode test score of 83.67. Notice that this makes sense. It is between 80 and 89, right inside the modal class, just like we expected. Keep in mind that the mode here is an estimate. This is because we don't know the exact scores of each student. We only know the ranges and how many students fall into each range. So the mode is not a specific score, but rather an estimated value for the most frequent score. To recap, here's the formula to calculate the mode of grouped data along with what each variable means. Here's a quick summary of the steps you need to follow. And finally, here's a practice problem for you to try on your own. Pause the video, give it a try, and then check your solution. But wait, to learn how to find the variance and standard deviation of grouped data, click on the video on the screen. You can also find the links in the description or the first comment.